you. You pumpkin. Leave me alone. He's gonna get you. 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 The boogeyman is coming. Leave me alone. He doesn't believe us.
That's right. He's back. Lock those doors. Board up those windows. Jump your ass up under those covers, for I am the bear of Nope. And I am your host, Woko. What's up? What's happening? How you doing? I appreciate you for joining me. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Believe me, we all out here going through it. And we all gonna make it, I promise you. That's right. They're coming to get you, Barbara. You know it. They're watching, they listening. We give them plenty of data. It's like that. How many people's phones been acting up lately? Has your phone been acting up? Have you seen your phone close out of something or open up something, or you type something in it, deletes it, or starts typing its own thing? I've had that happen a few times. I've also had like my little Siri bubble just pop up like somebody sticking their head in the room in the conversation. Don't say mm-hmm or yes or any of that. Like, just start listening. Why? Like, we put it out there. Here's my thing. There's no such thing as digging too deep. Here's my thing. You got misinformation, disinformation, and all that out there. You have bullshit conspiracy theories, and you got stuff that really like brings some stern attention and, concern out there. But at the end of the day, if it's available for public knowledge, my guy, it's low-key something you can't get in trouble for. Now, if your ass go into the Vatican vault, or you go into some kind of high government facility and you grab some papers out of a cabinet, then they might park a car outside of your house. And then they might start looking at you. Like, don't get me wrong. Years ago, I started a conspiracy group on Facebook. And it went from 2-3 of us just sitting in a room, having a session, and just, hey, look, just make a group. Fast forward a couple months later, we got thousands. People are sharing stuff from websites. It wasn't all just from Facebook and YouTube and everything. And it's OG days. It's just, a good decade ago. And I shared some pretty edgy stuff that was definitely unavailable for public consumption. How I got it was just digging around the right public areas. They really wiped us. Like, I got banned from YouTube. I got banned from Facebook for like a good week. And when I come back, nothing. Everything's wiped. No more members. No more posts. No more pictures. No nothing. So, switched my emails, and to this day, still random stuff happens. Ooga booga.
The boogeyman, ooh, the boogeyman, the boogeyman, the boogeyman, the boogeyman, the boogeyman.
Here's something I'm sure we all go through. Just scrolling through your Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, your TikToks, and you come across something that catches your eye, ear, attention, whatever, And it's like, holy crap, hold on. Something you didn't know. Back in the year 1940 something, they strapped a Tesla coil to and then they did this, and then follow my page for part 2. Link in the description. At the point. You gotta add the point. 17 minutes later, you still haven't found that part 2. But you could have used that 17 minutes to actually take that little tidbit of topic that you ingested and went and looked it up. Hell, as easy as your phone makes it, you could vocally ask about it and still get results. Y'all seen WALL-E before, right? That was the saddest movie ever besides Up. Up was very sad. I'm sorry. That was not my top tier at all. Up was... Anyway, WALL-E. We're getting there. Sooner or later, your chair is just going to float you around, and everything you ask to be done is going to be done. You're going to have an air fryer built into your mattress. You're going to have a bidet built into your chair. Your keyboard is going to be attached to your fucking fingers. I'm old enough to remember the America Online days when You had to get the free disc and shit. Like, imagine that, but you got that chip in your head, and you in the middle of work and everything, and you typing and you texting and you uploading and updating and all that, and your time run out and you go blind in one line. Imagine you need to use the bathroom, but you gotta wait for a 30-second ad to play before the toilet actually opens up for you to use the bathroom. That's gonna suck, cool kids. That's gonna suck, indeed. Imagine. Now make a video about that and make sure you add the point. You got a point. Speaking of TikTok and all of that, what happened with the aliens in the mall? Like, what's up? Like, come on. Like, all those police pulled up. All those people. Not a single video from anyone's cell phone? Bruh, we gotta watch y'all pretend to be freaking NPCs on the corners of y'all local cities and stuff. Like, I know good and damn well somebody was recording all that. Ain't no way all those police lights was flashing, all those people were running, and there's aliens. 10, 12 foot, 8 foot beings out here teleporting. They're not attacking people at first, then they're attacking people, and then the police show up, and then they got a helicopter, and then they're shooting, and not a single video. From my understanding, the word on that bird was everything that was tried or, attempted to be uploaded was immediately taken down via every platform, Twitter, all that, or X, whatever you want to call it. But still, right now, nothing. Coming this summer, nothing. What's up? What happened? What happened? I just want to know. Like, somebody got some footage or something somewhere. Even if somebody was doing a little 30-second TikTok dance in the background, somebody got something. And still nothing. It's something I got to take to Reddit or 4chan or something, because that'll make sense to me. Even the backyard, was it California, Florida? That whole thing that went down. Like, even now I'm seeing videos like, dude had a freaking camera in the backyard, and they got some other footage that wasn't shown on the news and during the follow up and all that. Like, but even so, with that being said, like, nothing on the mall. Interessante.
Perfect.
So here's how you divide a room. You ask certain questions like, so do you believe in God? That's a big one. Here's another one. You think the earth is flat? Those two right there can literally divide a room. Be it by half, thirds, or fourths. Depends on how many individuals are in there. But still, do you believe, like, in space? Do you think we faked the moon landing? You gotta say it quiet. For real. The flag was waving. Seen a lot of videos with a lot of strings and space bubbles. Which, I don't know if you think that's a thing, but the only time I see those is in the water. And occasionally when I wash the dishes. I'm not saying we did. I'm not saying we didn't. I think we did. I think we faked it. Not all of it, but most of it. But then you have other individuals. Dr. What's his name? Dr. Norman Berggren. My man was with NASA when they sent the Cassini out. The Cassini is a satellite. And that bad boy spent a lot of time going into outer space just to orbit Saturn and observe all of its moons, its rings, its everything. That's how we know it has a hexagonal eye on top of it. I lost my train of thought for a second. Leave me alone. That's how we know. It's like that. It was out there. It saw what it saw. It took pictures the entire time, and it actually made it back. So what you'll notice, Saturn's rings are not a full circle. They're flat on one end. And you got this little pill-shaped pod thing that floats right above the ring structure. And it moves around. It goes up and down. It actually, like, I think it's craft. Okay, so on that flat end, it looks like two bigger pills. And they think they're actually making the ring, if not maintaining the ring. And he calls them the ring makers. This is something that's already been established for years. But I'm just saying, like, if we know all this, why don't we know what's on the other side of the moon? But you got other countries like China and Russia and all them, like everybody's got a base. Everybody wants to set a base on the dark side of the moon. From my understanding, we've seen that. Hell, when we landed on the moon and walked, they orbited the moon. Drop y'all tool off. All right, cool. The whole time he was taking pictures and filming. My understanding, it's all lights. And of course, city-like structures, but lights. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I don't really think don't really think the moon rotates. Kind of just is there. It's like a baby monitor. Like the Black Knight satellite. We know it's there. We know it gives off a radio signal. We know it looks like a giant chunk of obsidian, but it also looks like tech. Yeah, we can't go there. It's like we can't go back to the moon. I think we went to the moon on like, 128 megabytes of memory or something like that? I think. Either way, we went and came back, and they said we lost the technology and we can't go back again. That's crazy, because we're trying to colonize Mars. That makes zero sense. Like, do you understand? Actually, let me see. The Apollo guidance computer had 38 kilobytes of memory, and it's closer to 74. But like, dude, that's crazy. That is crazy. You know what we're capable of now? You can get a terabyte chip right now for your phone. Right now. One or two, your choice. Probably more than that. Back in the day, man, that kind of memory wasn't a thing. Like, you had entire buildings and warehouses dedicated to CPU servers and having to cool them off with giant air conditioning systems and stuff, because that kind of memory and processing took a lot of energy. And we've come a long way in a little bit of time. I used to use quarters at the arcade. Hell, now you go in there, you swipe your freaking card. That hurts a little bit. It's like that though. Like, the less grass stains you see, the more apps will grow. Believe that. Since we're talking about faraway journeys, we might as well talk about Antarctica. So, is there really an ice wall? Do you know about New Schwabenland? Do you know the Nazis went there and supposedly found or encountered unidentified flyers of those objects with the little dudes in them? And deals were struck. Technology was swapped. Time machines and all kind of things. You understand what I'm saying? And it's supposedly a thing. You look into it, the deeper it goes. But that's a rabbit hole, don't you know? Hell, what did Admiral Byrd see? He went there first. First to hit the North and South Pole. Bruh, that's how the whole Hollow Earth thing started. He's the one that said it. Just saying. Is the earth flat? Is it hollow? Is this multiple levels? Either way, I'm 5D over 5G. That'd be fifth dimension, if you don't know. Because you're in the third right now, right? If you're in the third dimension, think about it like this. You have a top, bottom, sides, like a cube. Cool beans. You take a cube, you unfold it in two dimension, it becomes a cross. Cool beans. Think about your body like a car. You can see the top, the bottom, the sides. You can wash that shit. It can get dirty. You can drive it, blah, blah. That's third dimension. Fourth dimension, I'm jumping on, like I'm saying, it's time. Time is space and place, because we're all vibration and all that good stuff. That voice inside of your head that doesn't match the one out of your lips, that's fifth. That's you. Your body is that vessel, your car. That voice inside of your head is you. I don't know if you've had out of body experience, but I had my first one the day before my grandfather passed away. And yeah, when I got back in my body and looked up all the things I seen on the internet and all that, and I said bad omens, death and all that, I wasn't even surprised when the next day came. You can call my mom right now. She will tell you the same story I'm telling you right now. Just saying. I've sat up and walked away from my body and looked across and said, hey, okay, cool. So time isn't really what we think it is. We are all connected to other versions of ourselves because everything's infinite, right? Think of it like Interstellar. That's kind of how I see it. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, as you've seen certain things, like, and it makes sense for others. Some people believe ghosts are stuck in a time loop. They don't realize they're dead, or they made an impression there, and you know that energy was so immense that they're stuck there in a loop. I believe that with like certain things, because you can put energy on something that you've carried your entire life or you've loved your entire life. Energy is real. That's how I believe we're in the dark ages, y'all. We in the so below. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Everything that we say is negative, but it is taken in a positive. Say something bad, it's good. You stupid, as a compliment. I'm dead. We are too. So YOLO nerd, you only live once, no one ever really dies. This is a repeat. It's a reset, or it's a replace. Energy cannot be destroyed nor created. It can only be transferred. You are here indefinitely. So why? To learn and earn and ascend. Why else do you think half the world is an NPC? My boy Tornado. Y'all can get to know Tornado, I promise you. My boy Tornado asked me, simulation theory. In real life though, you ever seen your neighbors go grocery shopping? And I had to think about that. I've seen people I know at the grocery store buying groceries, but my immediate neighbors, like next door, no, actually, I haven't. So what does that mean? Well, hell, if you play video games, you just NPCs. Don't look at the lady in the red dress. Well, hell, half the problems in your life came because you looked at that lady in that red dress. You looked at that man with that red tie on and that devilish look in his eye. No good. Hollow. NPC. Non-playable character. Another life lesson, right? It was a side quest. And guess what you got? 100 points. You didn't get the 1,000, the 10,000. You didn't level up any of that. This is real. There's only a handful of people in the Matrix. Everything else is designed to distract or destroy. And once you wake up, buddy, you can't go back to sleep. They live. We woke. We can't sleep no more. It's a gift and a curse. Sound crazy. Do that. Because questioning things like that and everything else gets you answers. It doesn't get you in line or waiting for something to happen that doesn't. I think everything's so fake. It's disgusting. The last of real TV was Making the Band season 1 or something like that? Like Real World Road Rules? That was reality TV. Everything else from that point on has been scripted. Your Real Housewives, all that. Dude, these people are already famous. I make tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, however, blah. Cool. Public figures, influencers, the whole nine. Y'all on TV with absolutely no decorations in the background. Nothing on the kitchen counter at all. No pictures on the wall. We all rich and famous, but every time we travel, we got to fight. Ew. I stopped watching public television a long time ago. You know why? Because our coding is in our language. Our language is vibration. How's the TV? How do you get your TV signal? A broadcasting company. I'm going to do a language list. All right, so if you break it down, broad meaning wide area or long distance. Cast meaning to bind, to put spell upon, to press upon. Cast. Broadcast. That right there should tell you, like, you different program. I swear, look, talk about something enough. All of a sudden, you're going to see an ad for it pop up on Facebook, YouTube, suggested ads, all that. You think they haven't been doing this to us for years on TV? Like, come on. Subliminally, subconsciously, heck yeah. Out in the open, you damn straight. They want you to get some money and still be petty. First of all, neither one of those should really be a thing. You got a family, enjoy your family, love your family. If you want one, do what you got to do. It'll come. But at the end of the day, negativity doesn't even make plants grow better. And neither does your router. So, 5D over 5G. All right, cool kids. That's enough for my note list today. I hope y'all stay tuned, like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Everything. But more importantly, I hope you have a nice day. Evening, morning, whatever it may be. But come back and take care of your bleach, blind, bad-built butch body.
Perfect.